Hello guys, this is Bilal Khan from Simplified Coding. We are learning Kotlin programming language, and in this video we will learn about higher order functions and lambdas. So first start with higher order functions. So it is a function which takes function as a parameter and returns a function, or it can do both. Sounds confusing, right? But it is actually very easy. Just imagine in a function we are passing a function as a parameter or the argument to the function. So this type of function which takes function as a parameter in Kotlin is called higher order functions. Now come to lambdas. The very simple definition of lambdas is it is a function with no name, or it is also called function literals. Now I will show you by creating a higher order function. So in this video we will see how we can pass a function as a parameter to a function, and in the next video we will see about returning functions from function, and then you can do both operations with your higher order functions. Now let's start. So let me delete it. So as I told you, a function which takes function as a parameter is called higher order functions. So let's create a function. So in this case I am creating a very simple function. Let's say it make my hero. Now this function will take two string parameters. So we have real name, which is string, hero name, which is also a string, and then the third parameter, which is a function. So I'm naming it make, and it is a function. So first we will define the parameters of this function. So this function will take two strings. We do not need to define the names of the parameters here. So we simply define the data type. So we are passing two strings to this function. Now after the arrow operator we will define the return type. So in my example the return type is also a string, but it can be anything according to your example or your program. So this is a higher order function. Now when we will call this function, we will pass the third parameter as a function. Now to pass a function here, we do not define a function. So the function that is passed here has no name, and this function is called a lambda expression. So a lambda expression is a function with no name, and it is also defined inside curly braces. Now before the arrow operator we define parameters, and after the arrow operator we define the body of the lambda expression. So this is how we define a lambda expression. Now first I will define a lambda expression here to pass as a parameter, as a third parameter of this function to this function. So let's define a lambda expression. So first we will write val, and let's say it make. Now it does not necessary that it both should be same, these should be different as well. I'm just naming it make, so it makes some sense. So this is a lambda expression. So it will take some parameters, and as we have already defined, it will take two strings as a parameter. So we will write string. Now it will also return a string. So this is our lambda, and what it will do, it will take two string, and which is real name and hero name. And remember, lambda expression is always defined inside curly braces. So we have real name and we have hero name, and after the arrow we will define the body. So it will simply return a string, which is real name is now hero name. So what it will return? Real name, whatever the name we will pass is now, and whatever the hero name we will pass. So this is a very simple lambda expression. Now we can use this lambda while calling this function. So let's complete this function. So inside this function we will write val result equals to, and we will call this function. So we will write make and we will pass real name and hero name. So what will happen when this line is executed? When this line is executed, actually this method, this lambda expression is called, which is passed here. So right now we haven't called the method, so you will understand it better when we will call the method. So what will happen? This make expression will be executed and it will return this string. Real name is hero name and it will be stored inside result. So we can simply print the result. That's it. Now we can call this function. So simply call it make my hero and pass a real name, let's say Tony Stark, and hero name which is Iron Man, and then our lambda expression, this one. So you can see it is correct. Now let's compile it and execute it. So you can see we are getting Tony Stark is now Iron Man. So what's happening here? These two parameters are getting passed here in this real name and hero name, and the make, which is a lambda expression, is passed in this third parameter. So we have make this expression. So here what is happening? It is simply the Tony Stark is now hero name which is Iron Man. So this thing is happening here and getting stored inside this result, and we are printing the result. So this is called a higher order function and this is called a lambda expression. So this is the first way, method 1 of calling a higher order function. Now let's see the second way. So let me comment it. Now you can directly pass the lambda expression. So what we will do, we will again write Tony Stark or any other name that you like, Iron Man, and the third expression is a lambda expression. So we can here write real name and hero name and then our body. So we can copy this actually. So copy it and paste it here. Now this is actually the same thing we did here. So let me just show you by running the code and we will get the same output. You can see Tony Stark is now Iron Man. Now the third way is, this was method 2. Now let me show you one more way. So comment it out and we can again call make my hero and then again Tony Stark Iron Man, and then put the curly braces after this and put the same thing here. Now this is also the same. We will get the same output. You can see the output is same. So what's important is these are the different ways of handling higher order functions and lambdas, but the important thing is here we are passing a function to this function. So this is what is called a higher order function in Kotlin. So these are the three ways, and there are more ways actually, and we will cover it in further videos. So this is it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please like the video, subscribe to my channel and spread this video on your social networks. So thanks for watching, and if you are having any confusions or queries or you want to give any feedback, you can leave your comments and we will meet in the next video. Goodbye.